Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at Blueberry Drip. This is an Imperial Stout with blueberries, coffee, vanilla, and peanut butter. And this is by Finback Brewing Company, and it's coming in at 11.5% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich, and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review. And today, we are looking at Blueberry Drip. This is an Imperial Stout with blueberry, coffee, vanilla, and peanut butter. And this is by Finback Brewing Company, which is in Queens, New York. Now, it does come in at 11.5% ABV, and it says that this, on the bottom, it actually says blueberry yum yum, and it says that it was canned on what looks like 6/7/23. Now this was actually given to me by a friend, Matt, thank you very much. And we're gonna give this one a try. Now, you know, almost a year later, 11 months old, normally you worry a little bit about a beer. I do not worry about that with an Imperial Stout. They tend to hold up for a long time. Now, Finback is a relatively local brewery. It's actually at 7801 77th Avenue in Queens, New York. This is a 1-pint container, and like I said, it is coming in at 11.5% ABV. Now, I am using a stout glass, which I have washed and cleaned. There's still a little water in it, but not much. Make sure that goes in the sink. Ooh, I have to tell you the truth. I just opened this, and I'm getting an aroma throughout the bar, which, you know, the blueberry has clearly held on. It almost smells like blueberry. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's that blueberry cereal that they make for Halloween and stuff like that. Let's give it a pour. And, you know, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there is definitely a slight purple tinge as I pour this beer. And it is jet black. Even the head on this is coming sort of in that purple range, less than a fingernail. The bar is filled with an aroma of blueberry and fruit, and it's a mixture of that blueberry and, quite honestly, like fruity pebbles. So sort of interesting. The head is dissipating, and this is a thick beer. Look at the way it clings to that glass. Let's give the nose a try. I have to tell you the truth, this smells just like putting your nose in a box of Fruity Pebbles. It's crazy. So I'm getting the blueberry, I'm getting a roastiness of the stout, some of the roast of the coffee, and it's sort of like a mid-range coffee. I'm not getting super dark, I'm not getting super light either. Somewhere in the middle, sort of that filter coffee that you get from a good coffee shop. The blueberry is all on top. There's also a sweetness here. I think it's that sweet aroma that I'm getting that sort of reminds me of when you open up a box of some sort of frosted cereal or fruity cereal. There's some vanilla. What I'm not getting, and I have to be honest, I'm sort of glad, I'm not getting a ton of peanut butter. I still have sort of a controversial feeling about this. I am not sure if peanut butter belongs in a beer, and I know there's a bunch of beers with peanut butter in it. I've reviewed some of them, and they just don't land right with me. Everything else on this label but the peanut butter looks like something that would totally appeal to me. All right, you know what? I've been examining the nose, which is wonderful and complex and fruity and everything. I'm hoping that this beer is going to live up to that nose. Let's check it out. Damn, that's good. Okay, so let's try to break this down. The stout comes forward. There's a good roastiness there mixed with that coffee flavor. On the back end, you're getting a little bit of peanut butter. Mid-tongue, it's all vanilla, and a tremendous amount of blueberry. Is the peanut butter there? It's just a hint, which is perfect. If you're gonna put peanut butter in the beer, just a hint is just where I wanna be. It's thick. It coats the inside of your mouth. And what stays in your mouth is that blueberry flavor. Now, does this fit the definition of viscous? This is not, you know, like an equilibrium pastry stout, which clings to the glass and looks almost like a milkshake. Instead, this is thick. Not what I would call chewy, but definitely thick. The flavors are just bursting forward. And I have to tell you, as far as a fruit stout goes, this is phenomenal. This is really, really enjoyable. And you know, I've taken 2 really good hefty sips. This is 11.5% ABV. I still don't feel anything, not even a burn in the, not even a burn in the stomach as of yet. I will say this, the carbonation is sort of causing a little bit of like, you know, I do want to burp a bit, but gonna try to avoid that for the camera. If you hold this in your mouth as you exhale, the flavors really burst forward. So you get that blueberry, you get that coffee, you get that roastiness that's there. You also get a tremendous amount of just sweetness that's there. Now, I don't want to sit there and say this is cloying. It's not. The sweetness is spot on with this. So it sort of ties everything together, because blueberry can be bitter sometimes. And in this case, there's no bitterness, there's no sourness to it. It's just, like I said, sort of like drinking almost like a blueberry or a Fruity Pebbles type of, you know, type of beer. And it is fantastic. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. I am thrilled that Matt shared this with me, actually. Now, again, I say I've had Finback before, and almost every time I've had them, in fact, I think every time I've had them, it has been very, very good. And this is no exception. Their stouts are, this stout is exceptionally good. And you know, where would I place this? Would this be a dinner stout? No. Oh, I'm starting to get a little of the burn. Yeah, a little burn in the belly. So they hide this alcohol in here so beautifully. And it's not like it's the sweetness that's hiding it. It's quite literally everything they promised, with the peanut butter dialed really far back. It's there, but it's not overwhelming. But you know, like the aftertaste is sort of like Fruity Pebbles to me. This is awesome. Where would I place this? It's sort of a dessert stout, I think. Yeah, this would be a dessert stout, I think. Would I pour this over ice cream? Possibly, if I had it. I don't think it's quite thick enough. But yeah, this was an unexpected surprise. I want to say outright, thank you so much, Matt. This was awesome. So let's say, it says enjoy with good company. I wish I was. I think there are some people I know who would love this. And let's see, does it hit all the notes? Vanilla, blueberry is the dominant. Vanilla is definitely the secondary. The coffee is Invisible Force, Ethiopia, I'm going to butcher this, Yirachef Chichele coffee. That's the best I can do with that. I apologize. I know I probably did not say it right. The can art is really sort of minimal when you look at it. But you know, I have to tell you, quite frankly, like, can art is unimportant if the beer inside is not excellent, and the beer inside this can is outstanding. This is one I would definitely pick up again. If you see it, if you happen to be on Long Island or in New York somewhere where they stock Finback's Blueberry Drip, this is one I would pick up. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a price point on this, so I have no idea what it costs. If I look it up and find it, I will put it in the you know, in the description below. Anyway, folks, I hope you, excuse me. Anyway, folks, I hope you have enjoyed the review. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the rest of this one, and I will see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. If you've tried it, love to hear your comments. Again, if you're new to the channel, it says that most of the people who come to this channel don't necessarily subscribe. Would love to have you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. Cheers.